Hi, AP Lang 2B. Sorry I'm not here today. I had to be out for a National English Honor Society event, so I put together this quick little video to kind of guide you about what I would like you to do in class today, and I really want you to make the most amount of use of the class as possible, even though it's a little bit of a work day. First thing you're going to do is you are going to turn in any rewrites. Those of you who conference with me and you did a rewrite, make sure you get those turned in. Okay, you can use your homework on this quiz. The sub is passing it out. You can write the answer on the back. It's just one question, although there's multiple questions in it. You can write it on the back. Turn that in and your purple homework sheet as soon as you get that done. And then I want you guys to think about your synthesis essay and some synthesis skills, because on Thursday you do have an in-class essay on synthesis and it's over outliers. So it's a little different in the sense that your sources is going to be the book. All right, so you're not going to say source A, source B, source C. You'll cite it a little bit slightly differently, but I have that explained on Thursday pretty well. So in addition to this quiz, okay, the sub should hand out to you another PowerPoint slide that just has a really quick review of some synthesis skills, okay, about, you know, the complexity, that the prompt is more complex, okay, that this is basically an argument essay, but you get to use sources or evidence. You have to use 3 different sources as evidence, and I really want you to be able to write this essay in about 30 minutes with about 15 to plan ahead of time, okay? Writing the prompt, it's the same as an argument prompt. Again, you get the evidence this time and you have to use quotes. You still need a counter, concession, refutation, or to do so in every paragraph as you work through your subclaims, okay? And starting your paragraphs with subclaims, things like that. You'll need to cite 3 different sources, like I said. Typically, you'll do source A, source B, but for this prompt, because it's all outliers as your evidence, it'll look a little differently, but I have that explained on Thursday's prompt, okay? You can use outside sources. This is usually what takes essays from 6s and 7s up to 8s and 9s, is when you can use a mixture of sources, both from the packet or the text, like outliers, and or a source packet, plus experience, history, or current events, okay? You can do that in a variety of places. I want you to smoothly embed the sources or quotes into your sentences instead of introducing them. I want them to just become part of your language, and you've done that pretty well throughout the semester, and I have a couple of examples to show you in a little bit here. You'll need an introduction, obviously, with a clear thesis, taking a clear position, one side or the other, okay? And a clever first sentence doesn't hurt anything. I'd like you to try to get to 2 to 4 pages in that amount of time, and I know that's hard for some of you, but that would be a good goal. Okay, so what you're going to do after you take the quiz and get everything turned in is you're going to read 3 essays in a packet. I don't have it in front of me, but the sub has it for you to hand out. Okay, it has the rubric on the front, and then there are 3 essays. Here's the prompt. I think you guys have either written this essay or you planned for it back in the language unit. I think you planned for it, so it's not completely unfamiliar. But it says to synthesize the information from at least 3 sources and incorporate it into a coherent, well-written essay that argues a clear position on whether monolingual English speakers, so English is your only language, are at a disadvantage today. So that's clearly setting up 2 sides, advantage or disadvantage. But don't worry, you're not writing this essay. I'm just having you read sample essays from this prompt, okay? So as you get this packet and you read the essays in this packet, I want you to look for quotes being embedded smoothly. I want you to look for counter, concession, refutation. I want you to look for strong subclaims, clear thesis statements, good evidence, outside sources. Is the author staying on task? Is it littered with grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes? There's a couple of them that, you know, they're noticeable for you, so you'll see those. And so this is to help you know what to do on Thursday when you write your essay, and also what not to do. I think a really good exercise, and what I'd like you to turn in to show me that you went through this, is as you get the packet, okay, that the sub's going to hand out to you, I'd like you, after each of the 3 essays, to tell me what you would score the essay. There's a rubric on the front, and then why. Some people like to set up a good versus bad chart, you know, like what's good about the essay, what is not so good about the essay, and that's how you're going to justify the score you give it. So somewhere on the packet after each essay, make a little chart or give me a little narrative of what score you think the essay should earn, and then what's good, what's bad, okay? And again, that's supposed to help you kind of metacognitively think about what you would want to copy for your own essay on Thursday, and also what not to copy, okay? So take your time with that. So you've got your quiz on chapter 4 from Outliers. You've got this activity to use the essays to help you prepare for your synthesis on Thursday. And then the last thing I want you to do, you can work on some makeup work if you'd like to. I obviously won't be able to grade any of it until Thursday, but you can work on some makeup work, especially makeup homework assignments, since I have access to the quizzes and I'm not here. But one of the other things, and you'll see it on the board, is that you have the option to read chapter 8 from Outliers. It is not, I'm not making you take notes. There's no quiz on it. It is a completely optional chapter. However, I think that if you read that chapter, you'll have just one more source, if you will, under your belt to use on Thursday's synthesis essay. So again, not required, but could be very helpful for you given what the prompt is on Thursday's synthesis essay for Outliers. Okay, so you can spend your time reading chapter 8 if you have nothing else to do. That would be how I would spend my time. Okay, be nice to the sub. I don't want too many people going to the bathroom. Not necessarily. Keep your phones put away. Please be respectful, and I will see you on Thursday. Email me with any questions or concerns, especially if you're going to be absent. If we could try to get you to get this essay done before, that would be really helpful for me and for you too, so you don't have that hanging over your head when you're on vacation. Okay. All right. See you Thursday.